Welcome to Wednesday night skill building. And for those of you that don't know me, who may be joining in tonight for the first time or watching the replay on YouTube, my name is Debbie Barnett, and I am all about Mahjong, bringing the community together, helping you guys improve your game, build your skills. I do do a lot of in-person as well as online events, mostly educational, and again, to just help you all grow in your game. And of course, while I'm helping you, it helps me as well. I'm always open to questions, and whether it's about a decision I make, no, there's no question off limit here. I want you to feel comfortable making sure that you understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. And whenever there's somebody new joining in, I do repeat things each week that I know the regulars sometimes are probably like, "Oh, I already heard that every week already," but be patient, because we always have to understand that anytime we have somebody new joining us, we're going to have some new stuff that we have to impart on them, our wisdom and the things that we've already been experiencing. So I do thank you guys for allowing me that opportunity. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and head over to I Love Maj, which is where we have all the fun. And make sure that's all checked there. Perfect. And then I'm going to make sure that you can see my I Love Maj screen. So somebody give me a thumbs up. Can you see it? Good. I got a thumbs up. Perfect. All right, here we are at ilovemaj.com. And I Love Maj is where I do my weekly live streams for 4-player and on Sunday night for Siamese. I'm sorry I missed you guys Sunday night. I did have a computer issue, and we've had a bit of sickness here, a couple of other challenges, including computer stuff, but I think we're getting worked out over here on this end. And if you haven't experienced I Love Maj, I am an affiliate of theirs. One, because I believe in this site, because it is so intuitive and it plays so much like an in-person game, as much as a computer game could feel like an in-person game. This site has it. I also love down below the gamepad, which is where we're going to be playing against bots. They have the exercise room, which is fantastic. This is such a great way to help you improve your skills, learn the card. Really, you hear me say this every week, but you don't have to memorize a card, but you have to know the categories enough. You have to recognize when you get tiles in, to be able to right away see certain categories that you're going to be working in. So at the minimum, you should be able to recite the categories on the card by heart. And maybe plant in your brain, if you're saying 2024, that that you're going to need the soap or white dragon for that category. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, your even category. Any like numbers, of course, for each of the groups, they have to be the same. And just go down that way and see if you can recite the categories by heart. It's going to help tremendously. Now, recognizing hands is taking it to another level. And the way you can do that is by working in the exercise room. And each one of these exercises is going to strengthen a part of your game, okay? The first one is going to help you with learning the card. The second one is going to help you through the Charleston. The next one is going to be helping you what's that hand, recognizing what your opponents are playing. And then the last two are again also helping recognize hands on the card. So it's a wonderful place to hang out. And you will especially need this come the end of March, beginning of April, when you have your brand new 2025 card. Now, because I'm an affiliate, I get an extra week free so that you can try it out for 3 weeks instead of 2 weeks. No obligation. Come in, sign up. Under each one of my YouTube videos in the description, there is a link that you can click on. If you can't work your way to my YouTube channel, which is MahjCon, MahJ, just the short for Maj, the first part of Mahjong, and then con, like conference. So MahJCon. Head over to my YouTube channel, subscribe. If you click the bell, you'll get notifications when I'm going live. That will help too in the future if you decide to join something through YouTube. And peruse the channel. Look at the playlists. Find skill building, and under every skill building video, there is a link to I Love Maj that you could directly click on to take you into signing up under my affiliate. If you can't navigate there, you can go to I Love Maj and create your profile and start a subscription. And it's going to ask you at some point for a code. Do you have a promotional code or coupon code? I can't remember exactly what they say there, but you could definitely do it that way. And then when they ask for the code, you put in uppercase D, uppercase B for Debbie Barnett. So that's another very easy way, because I have had people say to me, I'm not really sure where the description is for the YouTube videos, but it's actually directly under the screen. When you're watching a YouTube video, if you just scroll down with your mouse, you're going to see more information under that video. You may have to click on see more, because we don't always get to fit every single thing in there, but nonetheless, it should be there. Okay. And then we're going to be playing 4-player Mahjong. And we do have a Siamese option here, which is what I do on Sunday nights, which is playing with just two players playing together. It's always fun. If you have never played Siamese, you could come in, join on Sunday night to see how Siamese works out. You do need a Siamese card for the first hour, because I use the Siamese card the first hour, and then I use the National Mahjong League card the second hour. If you don't have a Siamese Mahjong card, you could always email me and get one, or just wait for the second hour. I think Phyllis does that, right, Phyllis? You come in the second hour? Yeah, so doesn't matter, because you could play with either card. And there are people that never play with anything but the National Mahjong League card, and that is fine as well. All right, so tonight's all about 4-player Mahjong, of course. So I'm going to be playing with against the bots, and I am going to play an official game. The basic difference between the just for fun and official is that the just for fun does not record statistics. So there is not a place to go, like up here under your account, where underneath here it says my game stats. You can't go in and look and see what hands did you make, under which categories, what is your percentage of, there's a pie chart, percentage of losses and percentage of wins. It gives a lot of other good information. That's not there if you play just for fun. So this is where I recommend you start until you get familiar with playing and using this platform. After that, you want to play in the official game, because I like to go in and take a look at my stats. Now, I don't play often. My stats don't look great if we were to look at them right now, because I only play when I'm not working, which is hardly ever. But tonight, because I get to be working and playing on I Love Maj, I get to play. So I just want as many of my game winnings to record, as possible. And then you have of whether you're playing just for fun or official, we have bot levels. Yeah, bot levels, amazing. They have built intelligence into their bots, and it really is amazing. So a standard level bot will be playing like a beginner player. What does that mean? Well, they're going to make sometimes, not necessarily mistakes, but they may make moves that you wouldn't see an intermediate or advanced player doing. So, for instance, you may get a flower pass during the Charleston. You won't see a flower being passed by an intermediate or an advanced bot. Maybe on an occasion, because they could be a situation where they got past something that they have to pass the flower on another must across or a second left, something of that sort. And for me, uh, I won't pass a flower unless somebody did give it to me and I'm in a position where I'm stuck having to pass it because I am not going to break up my hand not to pass a flower, more than likely. Depends. I shouldn't say it's not in stone. Depends on the situation. My hand is amazing and I could give up one tile from, something I can call right away. I may do that instead. So it just is kind of, nothing ever is in stone with this game. I mean, things change. I'd like to say with the blink of an eye, but in this game, things change with one Charleston pass, as we see every week, right? So I like to do intermediate. Not a lot of difference between these two. Intermediate, advanced has the ability to recognize a dead hand. Let's just say that I don't think I'm going to have a dead hand, so I'm okay. Maybe it would be beneficial to play advanced because maybe another bot will go dead and they would call it dead. But I think I'll leave it on intermediate. I want to have all four players playing the game. No big deal. And I'm going to go ahead and launch the game. And I do see we have a small crowd on Zoom tonight, probably because of the holidays. And those folks will probably watch this back. Now, this pops up here, this window, open to live games. And what this is if somebody is playing online and they decide they want to see who else is playing online and invite you to a table, if you say yes, you'll be able to be invited. Of course, I don't want to get interrupted when I'm playing a game against the bots and get kicked out of my game because that would mess things up royally, especially if I have a good hand. If I don't have a good hand, maybe it would be a good idea. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and say I am not open to live games tonight. The next window that comes up is going to be very important come next year when the 2025 card is added. And you're going to want to make sure you change from the 2024 to the 2025 card. So that's important to know. Here's another place where you could change the bot level if you so choose. This side is about types of tiles and color themes. I'm not going to go through that. You could go in and check them all out at another time, but I keep the classic tiles selected. And there is a large tile for sight impaired, so feel free to try that out if you are at all sight impaired. And the auto timer. The auto timer, I leave it off for tonight, but it does mimic how long it's going to take you to make a decision about a discard, whether you want to call it or not. There is a pause button. So even if you choose 10 seconds and you run out of time, you can hit the pause button, but you do have to be aware of hitting that pause button or you'll lose the opportunity. We'd all like to get down to 4 seconds in making decisions when we're playing on our own. When I play tonight, we talk a lot through these things. So, I do play quickly through as much, if Phyllis is laughing, I do play quickly through as much of the game as I can during different phases, which hopefully I'll get around to talking about every single thing that I always wish that I could talk about, so that you understand how I feel about the beginning, middle, and end parts of the game. So we're going to leave that off, and I'm going to go ahead and
First Charleston.
game. And I always sort by suit. I don't sort by rank. I like to sort by suit. It gives it a nice clean look to start with. And typically I will put my Winds and Dragons down to the right. But since I have a pair of greens and soaps, I'm going to leave them right there for right now. I'm going to move my fours up here. I do like to work off of multiples. So a multiple is a pair or a pung, or if you're fortunate enough to have four, which is a Kong or something, that would be a great place to start. And looking at this right now, I already see stuff that I would want to be keeping in addition to these tiles. So if I look at these fours, and I want to see if there's any, potential in 2024, I'm going to keep this other four. Okay, what else could it potentially be? I mean, it could be 2, 4, 6, 8, because those are evens. The only challenge with that is if you're doing the greens or the soaps for 2, 4, 6, 8 this year, you must use all one suit. So if I were to save the sixes, I could think of 2, 4, 6, 8 with the soaps. Not so sure that's going to be the best option right now, but it's just something that I see a little bit of it. Any like numbers? If I keep the other four for the 2024 section, which would be all of these tiles, then I'm already keeping the other four for any like numbers. So that's also a possibility there. And then, looking at addition hands, nothing I can really see that would make me happy because I'd have to give up these beautiful dragons. But if we fast forward to the Winds and Dragons section, that could be a possibility as well. 100% could be a possibility as well. Maybe if I wanted to keep the South, I might think about the hand under the Winds and Dragons that has news in it. Who knows? Because at some point, either I'm going to be headed in a really nice direction with any like numbers line 2. I can only say that because I know the card, right? Or I might be headed in a completely different direction. And the Charleston is definitely going to let me know. Now, I don't really feel all that bubbly about the, as far as the Winds and Dragons hand the matching dragon hand line 3 and 2, 4, 6, 8. But what about the multiplication hand? Let's look at that, because that is a 3 suit option, and that possibly could be something. Although it's weak, we've got a piece of everything. And I wanted to touch on something that was mentioned last week, and that is some of you might have heard the term a no gap hand used. And a no gap hand is great when you have 2 hands. You're the Charleston, it could happen during the Charleston, but you're through with the Charleston, you're into the game, you're keeping track of 2 hands, and one of them, you don't have a gap in it, meaning you've got a piece of every part of the grouping. This is a no gap hand, but it's very weak right now. It may be no gap, but I am missing a lot of this. We've got 3 Kongs in there, and I'm missing a lot of tiles, plus one of the most important pieces, which is the 20, the single, the 2. So that's a bit challenging. And the left side of that line 4 under 2, 4, 6, 8 is really, to me right now, the only option. Should I keep this 6 as a possibility? Why not? Why not keep it? I certainly can. And that gives me a choice of these tiles here, which I think will be what I'll pass initially. Keeping this south just for a little bit to see what happens if I get any other winds passed to me, because I also could do the last line in any like numbers too, if I keep that and keep an option. I don't see anything stronger right now in any other category that I would want to break anything up here that I'm keeping. So for me, I think that right now I'm really good with a little bit of like numbers, a little bit of 2024, maybe Winds and Dragons, we'll see. I always say pass your most benign pass if possible, but don't give up something you really want to keep because you can't, you think you're passing too good a pass. Now, if I were to pass, well, this, and this, that's all 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. It's also like numbers. You could find something good in everything. It could be a run, 7, 8, 9, right? Oh, if I want to make this a little bit less, maybe this, but my God, come on. You could find something good in almost every single thing that you pass, except for maybe 1s and 8s together. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pass this. And hey, Deb, I see you just joined us. And oh no, Deb's still there. Honey, you see Deb in the waiting room? There's 2 people. I don't know if my honey can hear me. I'll let him in. He's falling down on the job. We've got Sari and Debbie joining. Okay. All righty. Perfect. Well, hey, Deb. Hey, Sari. Thanks for joining. Okay, so now we're on the second across. And what did I get in? Well, by golly, I got another 4. Now, I've really, I don't have any jokers. That doesn't make me all that bubbly. But I certainly have a very nice foundation for the any like numbers line 2. Yeah, I'm missing 4s for that third suit. There's no doubt I need the 4 cracks. And the flowers, I kind of just leave them alone for a while because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'm going to use flowers this early in the game. So I'm not going to touch those that flower right now. If I can avoid passing it, I will. All right, so now we're going to go to, I didn't get any more wins. Okay, probably not good. I mean, it looks like I may end up being kind of locked into this hand already, or at least for sure any like numbers is what it's feeling like to me. So I'm going to go ahead and pass that, and I'll do this. Let's just wait one more turn to see what happens with the winds. All right, so I know I've got another green. Boy, that hand is really saying yay. Of course, it could be Winds and Dragons line 2 as well. But so far, the Winds line 2, if I didn't say that, Winds and Dragons, rather than the news hand, the second from the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and pass this, and this. Let's see if we want to. Well, maybe. I'm trying to think if I want to hold this for a moment. I do see the bottom line consecutive run concealed hand, but that would do away with all of these dragons. I don't know that that would make sense, so I'm not going to do it. Still would like another 4, so I'm going to continue the Charleston. Of course, my rule of thumb is continue unless you don't have 3 tiles that you feel comfortable passing. I think I just changed up the way I've been explaining that, but that sounds pretty good. Don't stop it unless you don't, or stop it if you don't have 3 tiles you feel comfortable passing. How's that? That might be a good way to look at it. So I'll say continue.
Second Charleston.
Oh, look at that. We got those 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 category back, didn't we? It doesn't look like anybody is using those, which kind of gets me a little concerned that we're all playing even numbers. We never know. So I'll go ahead and pass those. Ones again, those ones. And I will pass this. Give me a 4 crack.
Courtesy pass.
Darn, not likely to get that. Well, look at this hand. Would I be crazy to think that I would give up those dragons at some point? Oh, you guys have seen that happen, haven't you? But that's a concealed hand. That's really, to give up something that I can call things on for a concealed hand is probably not the smartest move, in my opinion. So I don't think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So let's see. I think I'll do these here. All right, I'll do 3. My mind is made up. Well, I got 1 new tile at the very end of the Charleston. Very interesting. I really would love to know the sophistication of the bot's intelligence, because I try not to pass a brand new tile at the end. Sometimes I've had to, but I don't know. Okay, so now we have an opportunity to talk about prioritizing discards. East, it shows right down here under my picture. I am going to keep the 4, not because I need it necessarily, because I only need a pair if these guys are here. But because I have 2 already and I have 1 more, makes it a nicer, safer tile to hold maybe a little bit longer. But getting out tiles that are not on the board would be more of a priority. Tiles that are not yet out are tiles that your opponents could need, and getting them out early will sabotage their hand, make it a little harder for them to make Mahjong. Even if they do call it, sometimes they call too early, sometimes they call and put up jokers that now become available. And hi, Linda, joining from YouTube. Oh, that's so cute. She said, hi, Debbie and Zoomers. So Linda watching from YouTube is saying hello to all you Zoomers. I love that. Zoomers. Very cute. So in any event, fresh tiles out early, my fresh tile strategy. I think it works. It works for me. Save as many tiles as you can, if you can, that you can throw later. And I call those my buffer tiles. And it works out for me on multiple occasions. I mean, to the point where I'm like, wow, this is such a great position to be in. So hopefully you could try all that. You could even go a little deeper into this, like for instance, this 5 I've kept for a bit. I think I got the other ones out and not the 5 for several passes. So I would be like, oh, you know what? That didn't go around that much. Maybe that one's more of a priority to get out now. I'll do that one.
5 bam. Call. 1 dot.
Ah, see, proof is in the pudding. If I had passed that out at the end for my last right, Wes might have given Agatha the 5 bam on the optional cross, and I would have fed her one more tile. But nonetheless, she's called it early and put up a joker. This is what you want to happen. I don't want to hold her 5 bam for 6 or 7 or 8 more rounds, and she's got tons of jokers and then calls it for Mahjong. So anyway, first 99 tiles split up into 3, 33, 66, and 99. So the first 33 tiles begin game. You can go quickly during this phase unless it's something you need to call. So I just need some jokers because I really only need 2 good picks to be able to call. My soap is ready. My 4 crack, I need a couple of good picks to call that. I'm pretty much thinking this is probably going to be going soon, but we'll talk about that in a bit. Now I got a 4 dot. I don't need that. You know, am I going to change up and go to line 1? Probably not, because I probably would end up needing, well, we'll talk about it after. I don't need to even think about it. If I get another flower, maybe we'll talk about it then, but right now I have discard, so I don't have to even think about it.
7 bam. 7 bam. Soap.
All right, I'm going to commit to this at this point and call this. It is extremely early, but my hand is well formed. And if I don't call it right now, I don't have to put up a joker, so that helps my decision. If I don't call it now, the other soap could be way at the end of the wall. One good thing about calling it now is that there are several hands that I could be playing, so it's not going to give a clue to anybody as to what I'm doing. Calling too early is a thing, so you guys know I normally don't, but in this case, I'm really happy with the way this hand is coming in. I just got to get a couple of good picks, so we're going to call it.
Call.
And now I'm going to get rid of the 4 bam. I'm going to hold the flower for a little bit. My hope sometimes if I hold on to the flower no later than getting into that second third of the game, the middle game, is that somebody else may discard a flower and then one of my opponents will call it, put it up with a joker, and I may be able to grab the joker. It doesn't happen that much, but it happens. So I am going to discard this.
4 bam. 2 dot. Flower.
And there's 1 flower. Nobody called.
9 bam.
Okay, there's a 3 crack. So again, the 4 dot wouldn't be as much of a priority because I've got 2 of them, but the 3 crack would be more of a priority. It's not out there.
3 crack. 4 crack.
There's 1 4 crack. Now in my brain, I know I need a joker.
5 dot. 9 dot.
Okay.
3 dot. 7 dot. 3 bam. 8 dot. 2 crack.
Now those
9
fresh
crack.
tiles.
2 crack. 6 dot.
Okay, I guess I'll do, it doesn't matter much which one I do first, but I will do the 4 dot.
4 dot. 1 crack. Joker swap. 7 dot. 8 bam.
No 6, I'll get rid of the flower soon, but I'm hoping somebody needs it and they will call it, but
6 dot. 1 bam. 6 crack. 6 crack.
oh my goodness. All righty. So would I have switched out to the other thing if I had a, you know, if I could see the future? Who knows?
Flower. 9 dot. 9 crack. 4 crack.
A second one. A second one.
9 bam. 2 bam. East. Call, South.
Ooh, look at that. Somebody's playing wins.
Joker
Call.
swap, 9 bam. Joker swap, flower.
Wow, very nice.
Flower.
Now I'm going to get
1
the
dot.
flowers out. And looking at this, chances are, unless Agate is playing 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, line number 6 under consecutive run, she would not be needing flowers, and either would Wes or Joe, based on their exposures. So, but I'll get it out anyway.
1 crack.
But I need 2 jokers.
8 bam.
Look at this. I'm going to have all the flowers.
Flower. 1 dot.
All of them I'll get.
8 dot. 3 bam.
You know, in this game,
2 bam.
whichever way
8
you
dot.
pick, the other way is going to
5
come
bam.
in.
2 crack.
All right, let's see. I know there's 1 bam there, but I'm going to do this
Flower.
just to
East.
be safe.
7 bam. 9 dot.
No jokers, and there was two 8 bams out. You know, I don't know if you guys look at the table carefully, but I do. There's 2 7 bams, 2 8 bams, only 1 bam. So this will be my priority as opposed to those.
1 bam. 6 crack. 9 bam. Red.
You know, I could get a whole bunch of jokers still, can't I? Yeah.
6
Hopefully.
crack. 2 dot. 5 dot.
42 tiles. We're almost at the last 33, which would be the end game.
7 dot.
8 crack. That sounds and smells and feels fresh. It is. 40 tiles left. I still have some hope for making a mahjong, but it's definitely a tile that may be needed. So I need to get it out now or pretty much never, because each round this becomes hotter. So fresh tiles turn into hot tiles if you don't get them out. So let's see what happens.
8 crack. Mah Jongg.
Oh, and I gave Mahjong. Well, aren't I a nice friend, Agata? Say thank you. She doesn't talk. Okay, so you know, if I didn't throw the 8 crack, I would have had to break my hand up with still a third of the tiles left. That's early to break up a hand. So if you made that decision, it wasn't a wrong decision. If you did throw an 8 crack and there was 10 tiles left and you gave Mahjong, then you could pretty much say then it wasn't the right decision at that point, especially depending on how close you were to Mahjong as to whether you'd take a chance on a obviously hot tile. She only had 1 set of tiles up, so you know she could have been playing a lot of different things. And 5, 6, 7, 8. So she didn't need flowers. Nobody needed flowers. North, south with the consecutive numbers 3, 4. And he had a green, but holding it maybe because there were none on the board. That's a possibility. He would have had to throw it at some point, but I didn't need it. And then Wes with East, West, Winds and Dragons line 3, the mini run as well. So Joe and Wes were playing the same hand with the opposite winds. Very cool. Okay, let's do it again. Oh, you know what I wanted to see? Look at where that soap is. Remember earlier I said, look where the soap is, and there's 3 jokers in there. And let's see, where is the other 4 crack? Right there. I was still alive. Okay. Let's do it again.
First Charleston.
All right, let's get sorted. Ooh, my goodness. Look at that. 3 jokers. Well, we got to look at the quints. We definitely got to look at the quints, don't we? Oh, that's going to be fun. Okay, so for line 1, 4 in a row, let's start out with our pair and see what could happen with our pair. It could be a run of something, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, possibly. Line number 2 is a nice, easy quint hand because it can be made 764 ways. I forgot already. 864 ways. I think I had those numbers backwards. So I do have a wind already. So any 2 numbers in different suits, I've got to decide which ones I'd want. Well, what else could what if I want to keep the 4s? Possibly for line. Now, I don't think I like that. That won't work for line 1. Let's see, line 3, I would want to work with the 6. And then what about the 4th quint hand, which would be dragons? And so maybe I'm going to keep these. Okay, so those are quint potentials, unless I'm missing something right there. Those are good quint potentials. And then they can turn into something else because each one of those quints, except for the second line, could be another category. Let's see. What else do we want to keep with the 6s? Making believe we're not doing quints. So 6s would be even numbers. So we could do 2, 4, 6, 8. It could be 6 under 2, 4, 6, 8. Could be a variety of things, but it could be 6 times 8 equals 48, with either of these being part of the single. Let's see. Oh, here's another soap. So I mean another dragon, so I can keep those. And who knows, maybe it'll end up being a dragon hand or like numbers with the 6s again. Whew, we got lots of stuff going on, but I can't keep it all, can I? So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Evens with those dragons, not anything else that's popping out at me. For sure, it could be winds and dragons. So let's do this. We got to pick one of these 2. We'll pick one of these. Doesn't matter. Okay, now I get 2 3s, which now makes me think, oh, I didn't have any 3, 6, 9 opportunity before. But look at 6 times 8 equals 48. That's nice. That's getting me away from quints, but, I'm going to keep an eye on everything. I'm not going to just force a quint hand. I want to take advantage if I can get a mahjong. I don't want to have to, but maybe I'll get all those flowers I got in the last hand. So, I think I'm going to keep that. And now I have to decide which way do I want to go. I still do like the idea of line 2 because of the fact that it's so darn flexible. So the question is do I break up those dragons? Maybe I'll keep the red and decide maybe I'll do the green, but look at that pass. Look at that. Is Joe playing line 2 with 3s? Could that change his decision? It certainly can. It's a beautiful pass. Oh, but I want to keep my options open for that Let me just see if there's anything. 3, 6, 9 with threes. I could go so many different ways with this, honestly. I could definitely do so much. It'd like completely change and go into the 3, 6, 9 category. Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna do this for now. It's still a great pass, but ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so I did get another East. So the quint hand right there could be happening. Let's see. What else do I want to think about here? Oof, this is a tough one. I'm so torn, but that's a pretty quint hand right there. I still could do, yeah, maybe I just need to think about that second quint hand. And 6 times 8 equals 48. I try to avoid passing soaps if I can because of that dual role that they play. I think I'm going to do this. Ooh, I don't know. You know, you can make 1,000,001 choices and sometimes they'll work and sometimes they won't. All right, let's see. 6 times 6 plus 1 equals 7. I'm thinking of the addition hand, but I don't think so. 6 times 8 equals 48. I have to remember 8 dot if I get it. Okay.
Second Charleston.
Of course, I'm continuing. Oh, look at that. Okay. I'm just lovely if I could get one more multiple of 4, 8, 6, or whatever that I end up choosing. I kind of, you know, like I said, I don't like to pass it, but this would be the one I would want to get rid of here. Keeping the 4 and 8 intact right now, still for 6 times 8 equals 48. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. Let's hope I get a 4 or an 8. That'll really put me in that second quint mode. Maybe I'll get another East. I don't know. I didn't. So I'm going to keep going this way. And maybe, you know, last
Courtesy pass.
new. Oh, look. That's what I wanted to happen. Look at that. With 8s or 4s. And it still leaves me 6 times 8 equals 48 open. Look at this. Oops. Look at that. Let's see, I've got 3, 6, 9 toward that hand. And I've got, with either the 8s or 4s, 3, 6, 9, 10. Wow. So I'm not going to pass anything. I'm not going to pass anything. I'm going to keep everything right now. It would be awesome to think I would get one more new tile, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I'm just going to say no. I just feel like I'm not going to do it. And I'm not East, so I don't have to make the first discard or make a decision until I pick a tile in. So I'm going to say no. You know, the quint hand is a better choice with these two here, because if a flower goes out, I'm not going to want to put up for a Kong of flowers with jokers. That is just not something I would even want to do at this point. I have to let the flower go for a little bit anyway. So I'm going to say no.
3 dot.
And now we're
Flower.
going to see what happens. See, like I would not call that and put that up right now with those jokers. That is a little crazy, especially because I don't even have, I can't call the 8 at this point. I can't get rid of all my jokers. So it doesn't make sense for more
9 bam.
them. Okay, and 6 is for any reason. Do I need to keep that? No.
6 bam. 9 dot. Soap. Call. 8 dot.
Okay, well, I guess that got into what either that soap was in somebody's hand that they discarded the one I passed, or he was fed another one. So here's one more 8. So 6 times 8 equals 48. I'm not gonna call that right now because I don't have flowers. That would still put me in a very kind of weak position at that point. So I'm not going to call it. It's too early. This is a good example of too early to call.
2 dot. 4 crack.
And
2 bam. 9 bam. 7 dot. Call. 5 dot.
A 7 dot, hung a 7
2
dot.
crack. Call. 7 crack.
Oh, well, my line 1, 2024. Okay. And that's pretty much it.
6 dot. 8 bam.
8 bam. I'd have to call that with 2 jokers at this point. So let's see how that looks. I can call the 6, call the 8. I think I would wait. If another one goes out, then I'm going to commit to that. 6 times 8 equals 48. I don't think I want to call it right now, or do I? There's only one joker, but then I have to really worry about that east. Okay, my friends, let's take a little vote. Mr. Randy, what do you think I should do? Call the 8 for the quint? And I only need one more good pick for the east. Yeah, and play it with the 6 8s in east. I mean,
No.
you really think no? Hold up for 6 times 8 equals 48. Of course, if I get the 4, that would work too. Linda from YouTube. She says, I would call it. Phyllis, I know you're going to say, call it. You said no? What?
Gutsy and call it.
What? Randy said get gutsy and call it. Deb.
I would say call it, because if you let it go and the other 8 comes up, you're still going to need 2 jokers for that quint of 8 bams.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, and
Wes may need your 4 bam, so that may be good joker bait.
Could
if
be.
He's playing
Could
bams for that hand and not dots.
Yeah, that's true. Could be. It could be. That could be. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, but if you don't call it in the meantime, you could get flowers and do the other hand.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
yeah, and Linda watching on YouTube said too, that Wes could be playing the 4 bams. All right, I'm gonna call it. I think it's a smart move. I really do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. No guts, no glory, right? All righty, quint.
Call.
All right, I'm going to hold that 4 for just a little bit. 86 tiles. We're not even into the middle game. We're just right in the very beginning. So I'm going to get rid of the 8 first, and then I'll do the 4. Hopefully I'll get my own joker exchange. Wouldn't that be lovely? All right.
8 dot. Soap. 4 bam.
Yes.
5 crack.
Interesting. That means I might have to get them out quickly anyway.
Look at that.
Woohoo! Look at that.
4 bam. Flower. 7 crack,
I just need a good pick, don't I?
Mhm.
crack. 4 bam. 5 dot. North. 3 dot.
Mm, mm. Interesting. Interesting. Because if I pick in a north, I wouldn't keep the north anyway because the fact that one's out, so I'll do the north. Let's see, one's out, one crack's out already.
North. West. 4 dot. 1 dot. 8 crack. 9 crack. Call. 7 bam.
Oh, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or 5, 7, 7, 9. All righty. Wouldn't you know it? Well, one west is out.
West. 4 crack. 9 bam. 5 bam.
Mm, 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 mm.
West. 3 bam.
At least I'm pretty sure nobody's playing with East.
That's just what I was thinking.
But my opponents have been hoarding tiles that are needed early on, which is not the smart way to be playing, but
Call. 6 bam.
aha. All right.
8 dot.
Ooh, this is fresh. Does anybody need it? Probably not. Maybe.
Red. West. 5 bam. Joker swap. 7 bam.
You son of a gun. That was not right at all. Ooh.
1 crack.
Ooh.
That
Red.
makes up for it.
Yes.
1 bam. 1 bam. 1 bam. Red. 5 bam.
Who's holding my East?
North.
It's probably still in the wall
I hope so.
5
with all
crack.
those Wests
North.
going out.
There's 2.
1 bam. Flower.
This is it was out early.
6 bam. 5 crack. 3 dot. 5 dot.
And 1 dot is not, well, it was out here. Okay.
1 dot. 5 bam. Flower. 1 dot.
Okay, let's see. 9 dot. Will anybody need that? Because it was out early. Let's see.
9 dot. 6 bam. Flower. 4 bam.
Mhm.
7 bam. 7 crack.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
1 crack. 2 dot.
Oh, 3 crack. That sounds and smells and feels fresh. It is. All right. 29 tiles left. I'm into the end game. Last 33 tiles. Can I win? I sure can. Do I want to win? I sure do. Could I possibly give somebody Mahjong? Yeah, I could. But I'm going to do it because I want to win. Yay.
3 crack. Call. 4 crack.
All right. That was expected. All
South.
right, so threes, 3, 6, 9, line 2.
Yeah, because there's 3 dots out, so it's likely not any like numbers.
Right, but it could be 3, 6, 9, 9, line 2, right?
Right.
And he could have that other tile. How about 6 dots? There are none out. That is probably the hand. All right, let's hope that he pulls an east and has to throw it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's look and see. 2 bam is here. 4, 4, 4. Oh my God, he'd have to have a crap load of jokers, but
He's
it's,
probably playing dots.
but look at two
And
dots,
There's
2 dots, 4 dot, how many others? 2 dot. Ooh, okay, let's do it.
he's probably got all the jokers.
4 crack,
Probably. Here's a 4 crack, because it's either dots or bams, right? Yeah.
9 dot, south,
I'm telling you,
3 bam,
somebody's holding
green,
my east.
call, south,
Oh,
Ooh, he's playing the fourth hand down in 369.
he's playing that 4th hand down, which I often forget about. Really crazy. Yes. Oh my God. And the 3 reds are out.
flower,
Son of a gun. 6, 7, 8, 9. Right there could be a mahjong.
Yeah, 'cause I don't see any eights out.
6, 7, 8, 9. Oh,
There's only one
I'm taking a
six.
chance anyway.
You still want to win.
I do, exactly. I'm taking a chance. So this could be Agata's mahjong. Look at no jokers showing except for in my exposure. So there are 5 jokers somewhere.
6 dot, call, 2 bam,
Oh, a call rather than mahjong. Yay! I still have a slight chance of winning. Oh my God. All righty.
9 dot, 7 crack, east,
There we go.
There it is.
There it
Mah Jongg,
is. Yay. Yay. Thanks you guys for your help. I love it. Well, we made that quint hand happen with a little luck, of course. We know there's a little bit of luck involved. Oh, let's see what's left. Because look at that. 4 jokers in the wall, right? No. Wait a minute. Yeah, no. 5. Well,
Three.
3, because there's 1. I missed that one. 3 jokers still in the wall. And who had the other wind? Oh, here it is. Joe. I told you. Joe was not going to give it up. And then what would have happened if he had a bunch of jokers and then later he gave it to me? That doesn't make any sense to me, you guys.
He had yours and Agata's mahjong tile.
Yeah, isn't that lovely? Mean, 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 mean. Yeah, and she was doing good. 6, 7, 8, 9, set to call. And of course, Wes was doing with the dots. I mean, unfortunately, too many of his tiles went out. So, all right, let's start again.
first Charleston,
All right, I'll take 1 joker, y'all. 1 joker is better than none. I'm not going to complain. And we've got a pair of souse. Now, it could be like numbers with 1s, could be the run, but I hate when I have the option of doing a north-south with the run when it's a 1, because there's only the 2 as an option. And I love it when it's a middle number, being able to have the opportunity to go either way of the run. So what else do we have here? Let's see, a little bit of addition hands, but not much. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. We've got any potential with some kind of mixed suit here. 1, 3, 5, 7, the mixed suit one. 1, 3, bam, 5 crack, 7, 9 dot. Maybe. What else could we do here with those 1s? 1, 3, 3, 5 could happen. We're just going to have to see. Because I think for now, or do I want to keep it the same suit and keep the 7 and 9 for 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 possibility? I find that top line on 13579 not the easiest of hands to make. I have to tell you, whether one suit or two, I just don't find it the easiest hand to make. Let's see. Look at that mixed suit run, 6, 7, 8. Every single thing that you could do is going to be there. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Oh my goodness, I gave and give and da 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 da. All righty. Well, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. I guess I'm gonna have to kind of go. I'll mix this up. We're gonna look at, I don't know, I gotta get some ones if I'm gonna do like numbers. What else could I potentially
Well,
do?
you could
Yeah.
keep that 7 for like numbers.
Oh, because of the 2 7s?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess
Didn't you
potentially.
pass a 7 that might come back to
It
you?
might come back, and then I'd break up the ones or get rid of the south. All right, I'll try it. What the hell? No, not. But I've got my run. 1, 2, north, south. So now what do I do? Now what do I do? Look, if I do that, 2, 4, 6, 8 with the matching dragons, line 3, I'm telling you, every single pass could be a good pass. Okay. So you can't freak out about it. I mean, I'll do that. Okay, I got
Second
of
Charleston.
course. 1, 2, northeast, west, south. 1, 2, 3.
It's kind of a crapshoot at this point.
It is. I'm like also thinking about which is a hard hand. Third from the bottom, winds and dragons, 1, 2, 3 with the north and south. And if that's the case, I might just do that. What the heck? Look at that. 1, 2, 3. I wasn't really thinking that was going to happen, but it did. So
You put it out there though.
I know sometimes if you put it out to the universe, it happens, right?
Right.
Okay, so we're good. We're good. We're good.
Courtesy pass.
Give me another tile that I need. I'm going to do those 3. I never saw that 7 or another 7, did I, Deb?
Mm-mm.
Oh, right now.
There's one of them.
One of them right there. Okay. So we've got some fun things to keep track of. Third from the bottom, winds and dragons. North and south. 1, 2, 3. Tough hand, but you never know. 1 crack, 1 bam, 2 bam, north and south. Like numbers with ones, if they appear and I get an east and
Call 5 dot.
oh, now that to me is not that's an intermediate move there, baby. Unless Wes's hands must be so fabulous.
4
to
crack.
do that.
Joker swap.
Oh.
Soap.
Too much. Ooh, look at that.
Ooh, it's looking
And
better.
I don't have to worry too much about like all these were in my hand at one point. So for prioritizing, I don't even know. They're all got to get out. So
7 dot. 4 dot. 5 bam. 6 crack.
well, I don't need that, but since I have 2, I'll hold it and get the others out because it's not as much of a priority. 1, 3, 3, 5. I could go to something easier. 3, 3, 5. I'm thinking 1, 3, 3, 5. I'll do the 8 first.
8 dot. East.
Well, there's an east.
8 bam. 3 crack.
There's a 3 crack. If I were even thinking 1, 3, 3, 5, I have to consider 2 crack. 1, 2 north south. Okay. Well,
5 crack. Green.
options start getting limited.
6 bam.
Start running out of discards, which we'll
2
have to
crack.
do at some point, like right now. We can talk about it. If I call the 2 crack, then I'm committing to 1, 2 north south. 100% right now. I'm committing to that. I think it's early. I think I want to hold off and not grab that right now. I would like to have a little more clarity. So I'm going to ignore. I think that was
8
my
crack.
choice.
6 bam.
It is.
2 bam.
All right, there's one of the 2s for that 1, 2, 3. Pair is third from the bottom, winds and dragons. So
5 bam. 4 crack. 9 crack. 6 bam. 7 crack. Call. Green.
oh, everybody's got jokers, but me. No, I got one.
You got one.
8 crack.
Ooh,
Look at that.
I know. It's nice when it happens.
But you still need some good picks on those
I
norths and souths.
Sure do. I sure do. But I got one tile to get rid of before I have to make a hard and fast decision.
I
So
can't believe West still has a joker up for exchange.
I know.
1 bam. 9 dot. 2 dot. 8 bam.
Mm. Now that is a fresh one. Let's see what happens.
Red. 7 bam. Joker swap. 9 crack.
Son of a gun.
Red.
Ah, too late. Darn. Uh,
Maybe I shouldn't have put that out in the universe.
I know. Thank you so much, Deb.
You can blame me.
Flower. North.
Oh, first north. I'm not going to grab it. I'm not going to grab it right now because that's putting that joker up there right now. So I'm going
Well,
to.
you need 4, so you can't.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking of the 1, 2, and you're right. That one would not be the way to go now. So I can't even grab it.
You already threw
Crack.
the 1 bam out.
North.
Oh, yeah,
Uh-oh.
that's right. Oh, no.
Yes, you did.
I
Green.
know. I
3
meant,
crack.
oh, no, with the other north going out, but you're right. I did get rid of that one. Ignore.
South.
Is that the second south?
That's the first one, I think.
I'm like screwed, aren't I?
There's still 5 more jokers out there somewhere.
I know, which means I'm gonna have to force something at some point, even though I let that 1 bam go, which I kind of wish I didn't let go. Phyllis,
I don't know why you didn't throw the west.
I don't know. You're right. I didn't throw the west. I should have. All right. So this is the first south. And 1, 2 norths are out. If that next north goes out, I'll call it and I'll just have to check. I mean, I'll have to do something. That was
East.
sucky. Who needs this?
7 dot. Call. 1 crack.
Somebody needed it.
Well, there's some jokers up for.
Yeah, 1, 7's up there already, but 1, 2, 3, 4.
3
4.
dot. 2 dot. 2 dot. 1 crack.
That is not out. Who needs the 1 dot? You know, I'm wondering if I were to keep it by any chance. No, I don't need the west, so I'm gonna get rid of it. But somebody might need that one dot. But I was thinking if I did get one, maybe it would be smarter then to keep the ones and get rid of the one BAMs. Let me do that for just a little bit.
West. 3 dot. Mah Jongg.
All right, get me out of my misery. Oh, look at that. 6 plus 1 equals 7. And he had jokers, so he would have called it. But it wasn't Mahjong. The addition hand there. 5779. Oh my God. Well, that was really 4 jokers for Joe, 1 for Wes, 2 for Agatha. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. There were no more for me. Yuck. What was line 4 for Wes? 4 times 6 equals 24. Okay, that was crappy. I'm getting
First
going
Charleston.
on another one with 2 jokers. Yay! Hooray! Okay, so we start with our 6s, and 6s are even numbers, so we can keep our 2, 4, 6, 8 stuff going on. We also have a pair of 3s. So we can also look at 3, 6, 9. Don't know if, let's see.
You have a 5, so you could do 3, 4, 5, 6 if you got a 4 dot.
I could. I could. I don't think I'll keep this.
The dragons are usually good for joker exchanges.
Well, if somebody's playing them, they are. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 3, 6, 9. If I were to do, I think this would be the one that I could get rid of, thinking in terms of the different 3, 6, 9 hands. Might be the one I'll start with.
Yeah, except for line 3, this mixed suit.
3, 6. Yeah, but I already have the 6s in dots. I mean, the in 3s.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I
Never
think I'll
mind.
try that one. I'll try that one. Now I've got the greens. Greens. 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, I got to think about this now totally. Or 2, 4, 6, 8. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8 with the greens, third line. Could be, but those are pairs in the beginning. 5, 6, 7, 8 consecutive run with the matching dragons. I could potentially get 6s in another suit with the dragons. I think I'm gonna break this up because I think I've got a lot of flexibility there now.
Well, you did get that 4 dot for 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. 3, 4. Oh, I have the 3s already. Look,
Right.
this is even better. 3, 4, 5. That's even better right there.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Debs. So if I can, I have to break this up. I'm going to have to break this up then. I'll break that up. Yeah, because this is much better right here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course, I don't need any of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Nada, nada, nada. 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, I'm gonna.
Second Charleston.
All right, that might be the best right here. Look at that, Deb. All right. I'm not gonna do the green since I passed one out. I'll do this one.
Courtesy pass.
Here's the
6.
6. Yeah, I was just looking at that red. The red is the first time it's come in, hasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. But it's courtesy, so it's not going to go to anybody else. And it came from who knows where. I'll do 2 just to see if I can grab something in.
Soap.
No. All right, but I can call everything. So good, good eye on that one, Deb. That was good.
8 bam. 1 dot.
Thanks.
7 dot. 3 bam. 7 crack. 9 bam.
Yeah. So the green should have been prioritized, just so you guys know, because I passed one of those. So that's the next one I'm getting out.
Flower. 7 bam. Green. 4 bam.
Could be an early Maj.
Flower.
Jinx
7
it.
dot.
And the red hasn't gone out yet, so get that out.
Red. 8 crack. Red. 8 crack. Soap. 3 bam. 4 bam. 1 dot.
Let's see. Okay.
7
I'm hoping
crack.
somebody's
8
gonna need a
dot.
flower at some point
Green.
and call it.
4 bam. 9 bam. 2 crack. Green. 9 bam. 2 bam. 9 dot. 6 crack. Flower.
Oh, sorry, I should just do something real quick.
5 crack. 7 dot. 7 bam. West. Call. 8 crack.
Figured that would get called.
3 crack. 9 crack. Red. Green. South.
Nobody's playing dragons.
Call. 9 dot.
Ooh, 2 wind hands here going on.
9 crack.
The less likelihood they're going to
Red.
need flowers.
Exactly.
4 bam.
Only
9
Agata.
dot.
Only Agata.
Only hope.
9 bam. 6 crack. 9 crack. 7 dot. 6 crack. 8 bam. 3 bam. 5 crack. Flower.
Hard to believe you can go this
8
long
crack.
and not get a tile that you need to call. It's unbelievable. This one's 2 of them are out.
1 dot. 8 dot. 8 bam. Joker swap. East.
Oh,
Call. 7 bam.
aha.
Joker swap. 2 crack. Flower. 8 dot. 6
How many
crack.
flowers are out, by the way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have the 6th one. Okay, still could be hot. I gotta get it
2
out.
crack. Flower. 8 dot. Soap. 2 dot. Call. 5 bam.
Oh,
5
1,
bam.
2, 3. Okay, let me just look really quick and see. I just want to see what he's doing. 2, 3, bam. 3 bams are 2 of them are out. 1 cracks are not out. It could be either of them. Okay, so call for a Kong.
Call.
And how many 4 cracks are out? 0. Got to get it out. Now or never. Unless I'm missing it, I don't see them. So that means Joe or Agata.
4 crack Mah Jongg.
Oh,
And
for
I
heaven's
gave
sakes.
it to her.
But how did you
Gee,
know?
I mean, I knew it was a hot tile, but I didn't know that it was going
Yeah,
to be Mahjong. Son of a gun. Same
not that
hand
early
too.
in the game.
And 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, there were, look at all the um
I know.
almost a full wall.
Beautiful hand. That's, you know,
What's that, Bill?
I said you started with such a beautiful hand.
Oh, I mean, but I went almost the whole game without being able to call anything.
I
So
know.
here's the
It
6.
happens.
Where's that? I know. Here's the 6 BM, way the heck down here. There's another couple of jokers
And
here.
there's your 2 4
3
dots.
dot, 4 dot. I mean, 3 dot that Wes is holding on to here. I mean, they're not nice opponents.
First Charleston.
No jokers. Okay, let's go for a joker. Let's go for singles and
No
pairs.
jokers.
Last week we had a lot of really good, see, we did a couple of good singles and pairs. I mean, I could just keep all of the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And let's
You had a
see.
good start on 1 3 5 if you had some flowers and some soaps.
Yeah, yeah, but that's also a good start on 1, 3, 5, line 2.
Mm-hmm.
1, 3, 5. And then I need a 5, 7, 9. So either in that or that. But let's see what else we would want to keep. Lots of good things for certainly 1, 3, 3, 5 and 2 suits. No doubt, lots of good stuff. Well, we could do those. Which one of these would make the least impact? 1, 3, 3, 5. Probably the 1 crack, I'm thinking.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the least of what's needed. Okay, so we wouldn't need, let's see, 1, 3, 5. Oh, now I've got 1, 3, 5, 7,
You
9.
need more 5 cracks for the mixed suit. Got to 7 9.
What? What, Deb?
I said you could do the mixed suit if you had more of the 5 cracks because you've got the 7 9 and BAMs. But
I know, I could keep it as a possibility.
yeah,
It's always, and I have to tell you, the weirdest thing is when I do that mixed suit hand, line 1 of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, I always either have none of that 5, which is the one you need the most of, or only 1. And it's like I never get them. But I could keep an eye on 1, 3, 3, 5 as well. But I can't keep everything if I want to try the singles and pairs. So I have to give something up. Let's see. 1, 3. If I'm gonna, no, this is a challenge. Because this is a nice safe hand. 1, 3, 3, 5. It's weak though. 5, 7, 7, 9. That's nice. Look at that one. That's a nice backup. Okay, so 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 1 suit. 5, 7, 7, 9. Pung, pung, kong, kong, right there as another suit. This way I could still keep track of singles and pairs with 1, 3, 5 dot 5, 7, 9, bam. And I'll give up one of these. How does that sound, you guys?
that sounds good. I'd give up the 5 though, because the 3 you wouldn't want to pass 2 like numbers.
Yeah, well, I'm not I don't care about that, believe it or not. I know there's somebody else out there that does, but for me, I never care because what are the chances the person I'm passing to is playing with those numbers? A pair is more impactful than two of those, but you never know. I have done that and it's screwed up too. Oh, look at that.
Ooh, you
I
got a 5.
I did, but I just gave that 5 crack away too. See that? Son of a gun. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 5, 7, 7, 9. This is a first left. I would certainly not want to pass that. Didn't I pass the 3 crack, right?
Yeah, and then you got another one.
And that means there's 3 going around. Oh my God. Oh, please. Son of a gun. I've got to pass it out. I mean, I could be setting someone up, but the only way I'm not going to do that is if I get rid of one of the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, which maybe is my best bet. Having that nice bit there, but 1, 3, 5, 5, 7, 9. I mean, I gotta continue.
Second
What do I
Charleston.
do? Keep this and get this out? That's 3 cracks going around. Somebody's going to end up with at least 2. Shoot. Hate these kind of decisions. That is not the smartest move in the world. But I need to keep 1, 3, 5, 5, 7, 7, 9. This would be the one I'd have to give up if I don't want to be totally stupid passing a third 3 crack. And then if I get a tile in, I may end up having to pass it anyway.
Yeah, I told you to pass the 5 crack. I'm just going to be quiet over here.
All right, I'm going to break that up. Oh God, I hate to do that. At least it's in a pung position. Oh my God.
And you got your pair.
Oh my God. Well, I do, but I also have 5, 7, 7, 9, which is pretty too. So I'm not gonna, I got to do this anyway. Look at that. I got to do it. I'm stuck. Look
Well,
at
they're
that.
not keeping them. So no harm, no foul.
Yeah, but but if I keep both of these, I don't need, wait a minute, 1, 3, 5. Oh, maybe I'll just do, I know. I'm just was
Courtesy
hoping I would
pass.
get in more tiles, which I'm not getting in, so
2 bam.
I'm keeping it all.
East.
But the 3 cracks, those are 2 of them are in somebody's hand. So
3 bam.
let's see what happens here.
8 dot.
I need a lot of help. 1, 3, 3, 5. Let's try. I'm going to get this out since 2 are out there, and I am not going to keep that for any reason. 1, 3, 5, 5, 7, 9, 5, 7, 7, 9, or
3 crack
the
call.
9
Red.
dot. See, I knew it. Maybe I should have
Joker
waited
swap.
and
9 dot.
so that other person had the other 3 crack. So that means there were 4. No?
No, that's the 3 that were going
Oh,
around.
that's right. That's the 3. There's the 9
4
dot.
crack.
All righty.
6 crack. 7 dot.
Do I commit early or do I wait? That's a pung. I'm weak here. I think I'm going to wait. Maybe I'll get some 5 bams.
5 bam.
Here's one.
6 bam.
Unbelievable.
South call. 4 bam. 6 dot. West Joker swap. 8 bam. 1 dot.
Have you noticed I have not gotten any Joker
Flower.
swaps this evening? That would be a pung position, pair, then I don't need that there. Unless, nope. Unless I did the flower 135 with the soaps, but that's probably not going to happen.
Well,
I mean,
what if you got a 1 bam? You got 1, 3, 3, 5 and bams and dots, which is a long shot.
which is a long shot. I
Just throwing it out there.
I
5
know.
crack, 6
So
dot,
many options.
3 bam,
There's the 3 bam.
And that's the second
Second
one.
one out. And another 5 crack.
5 crack, 8 crack, 2 crack, call, 1 bam,
3, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a 1 bam.
2 dot, 5 bam,
There's a 5 bam. Second one. Jeez. 3, 6, 3, 5, 5. Oh.
6 bam, 5 crack. West, call, 7 crack.
Oh my goodness. I didn't expect that when one went out and she's now calling it. Okay, we'll keep it.
3 bam, 9 crack, joker swap, 8 bam,
They're not giving me a
7
shot,
bam.
are they? There's a 7 bam. First one. All right. What a horrible position to be in right now.
Oh,
What a position. I have no soaps.
it looks good except for the 2, 5 bams being out.
2 5 bams are out. So we would not need those. 2 5 bams are out. 5 7 7 9 is the best bet because I really only need 2
I
good
thought
picks
that's what
here.
we're doing, and then you didn't call the 7 dot. You passed-
I didn't. That was early though, of course.
well,
Yeah, there's
That
still
was
one of
that
those
was
floating
still
around.
really early, and you just don't, when you have no jokers and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, it's kind of hard to, I could commit to it and it could go perfect, but
Right.
this game is like ridiculous. Okay, so I think certainly, this is when earlier, Deb, before you came, I was talking about the no gap hand situations, and I don't put a lot of weight on that during the Charleston because you can have one of every grouping and only have 4 tiles with no gap, But here's a situation where I will consider that strongly because, I could call the 7 dot if it goes out, and I need one more good pick to call the 7s and 9s. I do know there's a 7 bam that went out, but it's still promising. And I could keep the 1 3 5 7 9 if I want, even though the 9 dot went out here, one of them went out. I mean, I could potentially keep it, and I only need a pair of 3s and just keep those as another backup. I don't know.
I think I would get rid of one of the 3 dots. And that way you keep everything alive.
Yeah, and the flower against, I don't know. We'll see if I end up getting a soap. It could change my mind, but I don't know because it's a pair of flowers, it's the 1 dot is a pair. So anyway, I'm going to do the 3.
3 dot, 9 dot,
There's a second 9 dot.
flower, flower,
And we know nobody needs flowers. So that's not even a priority right now. Oh, no, no, wait a minute, West, no, it could be line 4, Winds and Dragons, uses a pair of flowers.
4 bam, 4 dot, 1 dot,
Oh, there's a
flower,
that was not in the picture, was it?
5 crack, 7 dot,
Okay, so I'll call this. Got to do it.
Call.
And I'll do the flower.
Flour. Soap. Flour.
That was not in the
1 dot.
stars. The 135 was not in the stars, was it? All
No,
right, the 3 crack is pretty darn safe. We'll do the 1 first. And so are the 3 dots. Okay.
1 dot. Green.
Give me
7
a
crack.
flower. I mean a flower. Give me a joker, please.
1 bam.
The heck? Now I get it.
Soap.
Great.
7 crack. Red. 8 crack.
Nice. And that's the one that was out. So you need a joker.
3 crack. North.
Oh, Joe?
Flour.
Ah, Joe. What
6
happened,
crack.
Mr. Joe? 1, 2.
1 crack. Mah Jongg.
I gave it to. Do you know how many mahjongs I've given tonight? How would I have known?
you wouldn't.
Again?
Oh my God. I mean, yeah, that was one hand that he could. Oh my goodness.
What's the leaderboard say?
I'm not looking. Look at, not
Whoops.
too bad, but not too bad considering, you know, if you
No.
think about it. Oh my God. Okay, we'll do one more game here. Let's see. So, what was she doing? East, west, 1s and 2s. God, she was a mess. I thought I was a mess. North,
I
south.
wonder which dragon he was using.
Which one? Who?
Wes.
Oh,
He's got
West.
4 jokers.
Well, let's see how many soaps were out. Because there's 1 green here, 1 red here, and there were 2 or 3 soaps discarded. 2 soaps, and 1 green and 1 red. So your guess is as good as mine. It doesn't matter because he had 4 jokers.
It had to be greens or soaps he was shooting for.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, greens or reds.
First Charleston.
1 joker. Yay. How cool is that? All right. So we've got our pairs neatly up here. And we've got like numbers with 9s. God, this looks so familiar. This was like the first hand I think I started looking like something like this. 9s, it could be the 3, 6, 9 with the like dragons. It could be any like numbers. I'll keep the 6s anyway for 3, 6, 9, and I'll mix this up here and do this. Maybe.
Don't you want to keep the 3 crack?
Wait a minute. Do I want? Oh yeah, I do want to keep the 3 crack. Thank you. I didn't even see that because it could be 3, 6, 9 with 9s. Yeah, I do. Thank you. I didn't even see that. I
welcome.
was like blinded by the
Pairs.
There's like numbers. I don't even care that I'm passing that. I mean, I just don't care. 3. All right. Would I need? Wow. That would be nice. To flip flop between 3, 3, 6. No, if it was a different suit, it would be nice. But
You're on first left, just do a blind.
I know. I still would be nice. Look at that, 3, 6, 9 to flip flop between the 2.
That looks real nice on the Siamese card.
Oh, I know. Oh my God. 3, 6, 9. Look at the 3, 6, 9 singles and pairs is pretty too. Line 2, 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 6, 9. I've got a multiple hands here. So now I'm in a real pickle because I have to continue. And I am not passing two pairs. Ah, what do I do? Help me, Rhonda. Um, darn. Let's see.
Second Charleston.
Here and here. Again, 3, 6, 6, 9. I can't break that up. That's a good comfort hand. Line 2, 3, 6, 9 with the 9s is good too. And this is actually a better way to do this. 3, 6, maybe because of the Kong position, has the 2 of each. So that
Right.
would be the better way. And then this 3, 6, 9 for the second hand, I think it's got to be the 3. And the only other thing is if I take one of the 9 cracks. Anybody have anything to say? 9.
Ugh.
I mean, if the 9 cracks go out real early before I'm making any kind of commitments, I'm screwed that way. If I do the 3 bam, which is, could potentially be 3, 6, 9, and I've already got the pair, right? I've got the single and the pairs and that pung, and all I need is I need a flower, another 9. I mean, that I don't even want to break that up.
Yeah, that 3, 6, 9 in BAMs looks great. You use that joker for your pung of 9s, and
I know. I'm telling you. See, that's beautiful. So how do I do this? Oh my God. 3.
yeah.
No matter what, I'm damned. I mean, I think I just got to go for it.
Well, you either pass a pair of greens or give up a number you might want.
Oh, do I dare do something that I never would do? Pass a pair of greens with a like suit? I can't do it. I'm going to take a chance with this. Boy, you guys on YouTube are awfully quiet tonight. You're probably scratching your head about all this, I'm sure. That's not what I was hoping for, guys. Okay?
Courtesy pass.
Saying, look at this. Not even funny. Not even remotely funny.
West.
I got the green back and the 3 back.
And the 3.
Flower.
Oh my
4
God.
bam.
All is not lost.
Oh my God. Look at that.
4 bam.
Okay, I'll
2
have to
dot.
make a decision soon. Boy, and also,
You need 2 flowers.
yeah, I do.
8 bam.
I better
5 dot.
get a good pick to get something in that's going to give me some
North call.
clarity.
4 bam.
Because I'll just get rid of those greens. It won't be any skin off my back, because I have 3 pung pung kong kong a million ways as well. Not a million, but 2 ways.
1 crack. Call. 3 bam.
6, 6, 9. I don't need that at this point. No, not
East.
yet.
3 bam.
My horses. Oh my God, there it goes again. 3, 6, nope. Because if I do the 3, 6, 6, 9, oh boy, but now I have 4 of those now. 3, 6, 6, 9. Nope, can't do it. So
2 dot. 8 dot.
bummer.
7
I
crack.
need another joker
Call.
or something
8
to help me.
crack.
Okay, 1 + 6 = 7. I've got his 6. Ooh, ugly. What do I do now?
7 bam.
Somebody help me
7
out
bam.
here. Son of a gun. I've been too kind with
8
Mahjong
bam.
tonight.
Soap. 5 dot. 3 dot.
Which I either have to get rid of it or it's ridiculous at this point. I mean, think about it.
Well, don't be too hard on yourself because in several of
mean,
those
look-
cases, you had no way of knowing you were throwing.
I
their
know, but
tile.
right now at 79 tiles left, and I know he needs a 6 crack. I should get that 6 crack out.
And hope he's not ready for it.
Because if I decided to do pung pung kwong kwong with 6 cracks, I've got a competitor there too. But if I'm going to be smart, I should get that out now because every round he's going to get closer. And if he mahjongs with this many tiles left, I mean, come on, he deserves it, right?
Right.
So I'm doing it.
6 crack. 3 crack.
Okay.
8 crack. 6 crack.
Aha. So there we go.
2 crack. Call. Red.
Aha. 1, 2, or 2, 3. Probably not 2 dots.
East. 8 bam. Red. Red.
Do I have any jokers that are going to be in my future or not? Is that possible that I will have
5 bam.
jokers?
6 dot. Call. 9 bam.
I guess I'm going to call it. I'm going to go for broke and hope that I get a flower at some point. Lord. I could always do 9s and dragons, but all the reds are out, so that's not even a possibility. I'm going to call it.
Call.
What the hey? What the hey? And I will do the 6 bam.
6 bam. 1 dot. Flower.
Oh my God, these
2 bam.
hands have been pretty ugly, haven't they?
Well, there's one.
There's 1 flower. So now that's got to be my dots, 9 dots. Let's hope that somebody calls this by any chance. Maybe.
Green. 2 bam. 2 bam. Joker swap. 4 dot.
Look, that's what you need.
Yeah.
Green. 4 dot. 2 dot. 4 dot.
I mean, okay.
8 dot. 8 dot.
That 3 crack. I have to worry about that 3 crack. There's 1 there. I better get that out next.
4 dot. 7 dot. Call. Flower.
6, 7. Okay, so we don't have to worry about the 3 crack. Too
It's the only
early.
discard you have.
1 bam.
I know. Well, except for what I pick in.
Right.
Yeah. Like that, which could be Agatha's Mahjong. And since I've been throwing Mahjong all night, I might as well throw it again. How many Mahjongs did I give? 3. Oh, here we go. Son of a gun.
3 dot. East.
Eek.
3 bam. 6 bam.
Oh. Why did I learn this game?
Because it's fun.
Oh, Janet on YouTube said we're dumbfounded. Are you guys dumbfounded because of how many mahjongs I've given tonight or, you know, that I'm just not picking the tiles in. Okay, I got to take a chance, correct? Correct. 48 tiles left. I've got to take a chance. I've been so nice tonight. I might as well keep up the trend. All right, hold your breath, guys.
6 crack, 3 crack,
Oh,
Ooh,
9 bam,
how do you like that?
flower,
Damn. Oh, there we go.
uh-oh.
Another mahjong tile. 44 tiles left. Oh, there's not 3 exposures up, you know? I mean, son of a gun.
There's only one 5 dot out.
I know. I gotta take a chance. It's silly not to at this point, you know? I mean, I can win. That's really the big question you have to ask yourself is, can you win? And yes, I can.
There's 2 5 dots out.
1 and
Oh, at the very end of the top.
There's
Yeah,
2.
you're right.
2. Okay.
5 dot, 5 bam,
I missed that first one.
8 crack, 5 crack, Mah Jongg,
All right, I didn't give it. Agatha gave it 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my goodness. My 9 dots were 1, 2, 3, right there. And another joker, not until here. 2 jokers in the wall. Oh
And
my,
there was only one more flower though, right?
1 more flower. Oh my goodness. Well, this was another challenging night, but it's the way it goes with Mahjong. Sometimes you get really good picks and sometimes you just can't pick them in. So, but it's fun anyway. All right, let me stop sharing.
Sometimes you're doomed when the tiles get
Oh my
distributed.
God, that was like such a challenging.
Yeah, but you did make that Quinn hand.
I know. So does that make up for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good.
That
I
was
took
your
Quinn hand and made up for it. Oh, geez. All right. Well, it's still fun. I mean, comparing to the other players and how bad their hands were coming in, at least my hands were coming in decently. I just couldn't pick the tiles. All righty. Have a wonderful night. Thank you, everybody watching from YouTube and who joined me on Zoom tonight. And thank you so much, you guys. And practice, practice, practice. It will definitely help. And remember about trying I Love Maj out. All righty. Good night.